What's going on? What's going on,
Hey,
fellas?
what's
Let's
going on,
do it.
everyone? What's going on, Lyrica? I see you up down there.
What's up,
Let me-
everybody? Hope everybody's doing well.
Yeah, man. Let me get to some of these people in the comment section first. We're live on all three channels, man. So make sure you hit the like button on each channel, whatever channel you're tuning in from. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to some of the people in the comment section. Let me get to some of these. Hey, Marvin, what's going on, Marvin? He said, Courtside in the building. I hope you and everybody in the chat are doing great. Appreciate
Yep.
you. Shout out to the Bronx kids, Celtics 104, 76 and 75.
Yeah, I'm
Terrence,
watching it. It's a blowout.
Hope all are having a wonderful weekend. Nothing to comment on training camp or even first game, not setting out, etc. 3 reasons come to mind. Can't be disputed. Okay, we're gonna get into it, Terrence. Angela, what's going on, Angela? Angela, I sent you an email. I think your package was delivered. I hope you got it. You know what I mean? Let me know in the chat if you did receive it. I got an email saying they dropped it off. Angela,
What's up, PK?
What's
up, Lyrica?
Big Timer, what's going on, Big Timers? Courtside, the media hates Caitlin Clark so much they want to say she's bullying Raven. They would do anything to see Indiana Fever in last place. We're gonna touch on some things. Maybe we touch on that. Raven,
We'll open it up.
Yeah, Raven disrespected Cece and Sophie. Okay, you know what? Let's first before we get into this, how you guys doing, man?
I'm good.
I'm chilling, man. I went to the flea market this morning and picked myself up a $5 table, so I ain't got to have my PlayStation on the floor anymore. So it's right over there. It's a nice table too, smooth wood, all that, and watched this awful WrestleMania last night. Gonna watch the next one tonight and get caught up on all this Fever training camp stuff that I'm starting to see emerge on my timeline. How about y'all?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
what about
me.
Livewire? You straight?
Just chilling. You know what I'm saying? But watching some UFL football early in the damn morning. And just trying to catch up on the first day of training camp and just see what's going on and see how everybody looking and everything like that. I think it was pretty exciting. And now watching the Celtics bust Philly ass 123-91.
All right, let's get into it. Rich, Marvin said WrestleMania 1 was terrible.
Hey, I'm gonna drop my link to my review on my wrestling channel. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. Go ahead, save that and check it out after.
Before we get started, if anyone y'all football fans, I will put my football channel in there because I will probably be going live for the draft this week. So,
when is the draft?
Thursday.
Yeah,
okay.
Thursday.
Cool. The links to everything gonna be in the chat. Okay, since somebody talked about the Raven CC exchange, we could start there. If you want to, we don't got to spend a lot of time on it. I guess both of you guys' opinion on it. Did you guys see it? Did you guys see the exchange that they're talking about in the chat?
I saw one short clip. I'm not sure if it's like if there are any other angles or anything like that, but I just saw one. It was like a long shot of the whole team.
Okay.
I know somebody took a picture of it and freeze it on two different angles, whatever. It's not another angle as far as I know for right now.
Okay, hey, chat, put some ones in the chat if you guys can hear me. I got some people in the chat saying they can't hear us.
Yeah, 1 2 1 2.
You guys can't hear us. Can you hear me? Put some ones in the chat if you can hear Courtside.
I'm gonna check this right here. Mr. Spender, what's good?
Okay, they said
Vaughn, y'all can hear. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Okay, they got ones. Hey, who was that said that? I don't know. Maybe your speakers are down or some. Vonda,
maybe close the stream and just come back in.
Yeah. All right, so let's get back to it. All right, let's get back to it. So the Raven exchange, Livewire, what you thinking, brother?
I mean, to me,
nothing. Story or no story?
To me, it's not a story. It's not a big issue. It's the first day. Some people on X say that they dapped up each other during training camp, but there's no footage of it. Me personally, I got to see more of it. You saw her stepped away, her head down, stepped away, and by that time CC came through. She missed her, but it's not something that I have to like. Oh, it's already early. We got to continue to monitor the situation. It's still early. You got tomorrow. Maybe they be hugging, eating lunch together. We don't know.
Ali Al said, "Man, that was nothing. People are brain dead, man." Shaking my head. What do you think about it, Rich?
I think people are very bored, man. If this is the levels that we're going to look for friction with this team, I was telling Courtside before, we went live. I was like, I train in martial arts, and after every class or almost every class, they were like, all right, everybody slap fives after, who you've been training with, da da da. And you might miss a person, right? It's nothing personal. Like, and as Livewire said, we've got how long is training camp? At least like a week. We'll have way more footage to judge this stuff on. I think people are jumping out here way too early on this situation. And if there's an actual issue, I think we'll see it over time. It's not like Ravens going anywhere. So, like, I think, like I said, I think people are very bored, and they're quite frankly, they're eager for the season to start, and they're eager to see Caitlin Clark play basketball. So the faster the season gets here, I think the less we'll have to worry about stuff like this.
Yeah.
What about you, Courtside?
I think this is what it is, brother. The people that want it to be something, it's something. And the people that don't see it for what it was, nothing. You know what I mean? Because listen, bro, we got to be honest. Raven being drafted to the Indiana Fever has a lot of people, whatever their reasoning is, upset. And the people that was upset about the pick is usually the people that find something in the exchange. I didn't see nothing, bro. Raven looked happy to me. I seen a video of the three rookies coming up the stairs. They was all happy and cheers and everything. Kaylin don't seem like she's like, it just looked like regular training camp to me, brother. It was a little bitty clip. What about all the other clips? Maybe they already dapped up before or after that or something. Like, yeah. I'm not looking in for the negative, bro. You know what I mean? I'm looking for positive vibes, man. I'm going to call out the BS if I see it, if it's there.
Yeah.
But if it ain't nothing there, ain't nothing for me to really talk about. You know,
like, mind you, they're in the same position group, so there's going to be plenty of opportunities, I feel, throughout this entire week to see them in closed spaces, and I think everyone will just have to evaluate reality from there. Like, and I don't know, do people want there to be problems? Like, do y'all think that?
I mean, negativity feeds the algorithm, so it's what it is.
It's true.
Shout out to Retro. Didn't get to your comment.
Retro was good.
Retro in the chat. What up, Retro? What up, Retro? Salute to Retro.
It's me personally. It's training camp. I want to see how everybody look. I want to see it was a lot of defensive sets. They didn't even show too much. Caitlin was participating a little bit. Sophie was participating a little bit. More Billings, all of them. The rookies were participating a lot more. So to me, I'm looking for continuity with the team. I'm not looking for all that extra stuff. When it comes out, it comes out. Then I'll address it. But right now, I'm not really looking for it. You know what I'm saying?
Let's address the elephant in the room. So the elephant in the room is this, and I just seen somebody see a comment right here. SD74 Rolex. Why not call out Stephanie White's plan to CC load management on and off the ball? That's a big topic in the media right now going on with the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark's load management. I know you want to say something about that Livewire. I'll let you touch on it briefly. I know you got a video coming out. You guys go check out this video. Everybody that's worried about the load management situation, Livewire has a video that's going to break it all the way down. But I'll let you give you a little something on it right now.
This is how, we know, like, NBA players load manage. You got to think, this is how you think about it. Caitlin Clark's coming off an injury from last year. She was ramping up. She did play in Puerto Rico, but that was in March. So we already here where in late April going into May. You think about this, 44 games. She hasn't played 44 games yet. She just coming back. She ain't played 13 last year. Then you got to think about this. They do play in September. They take a break. They play in the FIBA World Cup in September. So you want her to play almost 40 minutes a game, up and down with the ball in her hand, not getting a break, not getting no breather. Most of the time in late game situations, she has to be on the floor. So why not do her? And she said it herself. She wants to make sure her body's right because she did train you don't want to go back through the same things that you had last year. Me personally, low management, minutes restriction. And it's not even her. They talked about Sophie. They talked about Kelsey. They talked about Aaliyah Boston too. They're the big ones. They're going to take the heavy of the minutes, but you need people that come off the bench that could take pressure off them as well. So I don't understand why they have to be the ones that be staying on the court all game long. They're going to get tired.
Right. Before I come to you, Rich, just to say a little thing, when she was talking about the load management, you guys correct me if I'm wrong. I don't necessarily think she was talking about the season. I think she was talking about the training camp, because she said she's not going to be in for every rep. We got to get the other people implemented into the system and things like that. I don't think she was talking about the season, man. Like, I could be wrong. You know what I mean? But I think she was referring to this, the first day of training camp. If you don't see Caitlin in every rep, it's not a big deal. And even Caitlin Clark herself, not me, not Rich, not Livewire. Caitlin Clark herself said, "Don't make this a story. It's not nothing. It's not a story." Did you guys hear her say that?
Yep, she did say that.
Yep.
Okay, all right, go ahead, Rich.
I would say, like, as you mentioned, like her not getting every rep in there. Training camp isn't necessarily for your stars. Your stars get ready throughout the offseason and they're there. The training camps are for like the end of the bench players that try to steal minutes and rotations. Like, this is like what they're trying to say. They're trying to implement defensive sets. Like, we know Stephanie White's a defensive coach. I'd be shocked if they even touched the ball that first day. y'all ever had coaches and all that be like, "Hey man, ain't no offense today. It's only defensive drills." Like, Stephanie White strikes me as that type. I think, training camp is, it's important, but it's not the be all end all. Like, I think we'll get there on our own terms, like with the star players. We do need to be conscious and protective of Caitlin, of a Sophie, of people that are coming in with lower body injuries. That's just a natural. That's what you would do with anybody. So, Aaliyah Boston had the injury in Unrivaled. Nobody's crying about Aaliyah Boston,
exactly.
So everybody's kind of coming in. Like, I don't want to say they're the walking wounded. That was last year, but if they can like play less minutes and beat the hell out of teams, and then they can, get off the court, put ice on their knees, how Jordan and Pippen and Ron Harper used to do back in the day, and let the subs like handle like the fourth quarter, run that up. Like,
right. Hey, let me get this super chat real quick. Salute to Pete. A lot of the same fans who say this or that channel is negative are the same ones who wake up and seek out drama, lace videos, titles, and National Enquirer headlines. Can't take them seriously at all. The way I feel about it is like this, man. Everybody has their own opinion. I just try to find the positive in everything. You know what I mean? Like, do I agree with everything Stephanie White say or do? No, I do not. I'm gonna say this again. I don't put my faith in Stephanie White. I put my faith in the players. And Caitlin Clark has came out herself saying and endorsing Stephanie White. Now, unless she's lying or something, I'm only taking her at her word. That's what she said. And I just do not believe Caitlin Clark is the type of person that's going to allow one player or one coach or one organization derail her career and affect what she got going on. You know what I mean? I don't believe that. Now, if the season starts,
I'll say this too, and I get it if fans don't want to trust this organization at times because of maybe the DeWanna Bonner situation last year, how they kind of kept that in silence, the injury stuff where they kind of strung everything along to ensure the tickets kept going. And we've seen that happen with the Lakers and LeBron a few years ago with the groin injury. But I would encourage people to approach things in good faith until given serious reason to think otherwise, especially if it's a new season.
Right. And to that point, Rich, yeah, it is a trust issue there. It is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I'm not blaming everybody. Everybody has the right to feel the way they do. But for me, as a content creator, I gotta look at it as basketball analogy and bring the analysis from both sides of the coin, the good and the bad. But I'm not just going to hop on everything just because it's there to bring and say, well, see, she said this. But nobody's saying, well, hey, she's saying this, she's saying that, and nobody's trying to push that narrative, you know what I'm saying, or what they saying is the reverse effect of everything that's they saying backwards. You know what I'm saying? Like how you spin a record backwards and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. I feel the same way. Now, I will say this though. Now, if the season start and we see this, then I understand what a lot of these people complain about. You know what I mean? And I'll get on it. I'll address it. You know what I mean? But this is the thing I want to ask you, Rich.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things going about around. The biggest thing I hear in the Indiana Fever fan base is moving Caitlin Clark to small forward. Now, we hear this. I've heard this multiple times. I'm sure you hear it. I know you hear it, Mr. Livewire. I know I've seen it in the chat. What do you feel about the thing about Caitlin Clark playing small forward?
There ain't no small forward.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
go ahead, Rich.
I was gonna say, I don't think that's like an actual thing. That might be a case where if it's a couple minutes, something might happen, like depending on who's on the floor. You know, I can just think back to Iowa and see like Gabby Marshall, Kate Martin, and Caitlin Clark on the floor all together. Like, I think Gabby Marshall was bringing the ball up sometimes. Like,
she was.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, Caitlin has played in these 3-guard lineups. I wouldn't get so hammered onto strict positional things because basketball itself, the men's game is like just far ahead of the women's game, right? Like, I think we can all acknowledge that. Like, as far as like the development, the way basketball itself is played, they have gone to a positionless game. And eventually the women will follow on their side. Mm-hmm. And Caitlin Clark, for her skill set and being surrounded with Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell, they are in the position, along with like the New York Liberty, to play in a futuristic way relatively to the rest of the WNBA in a better way. And part of that involves positionless basketball. Mm-hmm. So using a lot of people with versatile skill sets and a lot of intermingling. That's like a word that you kind of heard Stephanie White talk about, you know, the flexibility between the lineups to be able to do, you know, different things and ultimately catch the defense off guard.
So this is the thing. Tomorrow I will be dropping a video about the whole no guard lineup, the small forward thing, and the 3-guard lineup, because I think most people is getting that small forward situation misconstrued of how teams run a 3-guard lineup. I did pretty extensive research on it, and I'm watching the OKC Thunder right now play a 3-guard lineup. San Antonio Spurs does it. The Orlando Magic does it. There's many teams have done it. A 3-guard lineup doesn't mean that Caitlin Clark will automatically play small forward. Doesn't mean that. It's to put pressure on the defense. That's what a 3-guard lineup does, because there's a lot of sets. There's constantly a lot of movement going around. Again, the way Stephanie White wants to play this team, because if you look at how this team is constructed totally, there's nobody on this team that's slow. She has slow players in the past. That's why her system never worked the way it's supposed to have worked, because she didn't have them kind of players. She has the players to initiate that kind of offense right now. So saying that CC is playing small forward, I don't buy that. It's a 3-guard lineup, and like Rich said, it's a positionless. Basketball is going to positionless, but a lot of teams are running a 3-guard lineup with only a forward and a center on the floor.
Right. Now, I got you. Now, we all agree that we don't want to see her as small forward the way they're describing it. Nobody wants to see CC with the ball not in her hands. Not even me, even though I get called the hater and shit. I don't want to see the ball not in her hands, but I understand at certain times she's going to be off ball a little bit. The majority of her season in this year, she's going to have the ball in her hands, but at some point in time, she's going to be off ball. And I don't think that's sitting in a corner. You know what I mean? From I don't, yeah. Bro, I just don't think that's even like, bro, think about this. The world has come to see CC play. She has millions of fans, and you're going to go and put her in a corner and just watch everybody else play. Bro, that doesn't even seem realistic to me.
Are you trying to get fired? Like,
yeah. That don't even seem realistic to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let me get the super chat. Hey, salute to Mark. Do you understand CC is under contract? She says what they want. They own everything what players do.
They don't own her. Like, she's the most powerful person in that organization, like whether anybody wants to admit it or not. Because all she has to do is move the needle one way or the other. All the channels will start going crazy. The media will start going crazy. Imagine if she requested a trade. Not gonna happen. If she did that, that would be breaking news on every channel, and like eventually they would have to accommodate her. Knowing how this league operates, they capitulate to player demands like that. And Caitlyn wields like an ungodly level of power that she is very benevolent, on using. Like, look, I'll just leave it there.
I don't think, me personally, I don't think CC going nowhere. I can't think of the lady's name. Is it Cox or whatever her name is? Amber
Cox.
I just heard her say they've been talking to CC now on a long-term deal. I just heard her say that yesterday. CC she's not going nowhere, bro. Let me say one more thing.
Go ahead.
If everything that the people say is true, the things that I say that I get called the hater for, the CC hater, if everything I say is not true, why would CC be even thinking about re-signing with the Indiana Fever? You know what I mean? Like, bro, listen, chat.
We should talk about who did resign with the Indiana Fever next, too.
Okay, cool. CC is not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Hey, salute to you, Mark, for the super chat. But I don't think they own it.
Super chat real quick.
Who? Let me go down the list. Hey, salute to Pete for the super sticker. Pete also says, I said these past 2 weeks to look out for White to try to slap a minutes restriction on CC, citing her injury late in 2025 season. Let's wait and see how it plays out. I think CC says she's 100% healthy. She says she does have a little soreness, you know what I mean? Yeah. But she said it's probably mostly mental. I think she 100% is going to be ready to go, and I don't see no minute restrictions on her when the season starts. Salute to Pete for the super chat. Peggy, thank you for being positive. I can't watch any more channels picking every word apart. Hey,
appreciate it, Peggy.
Yeah, Peggy. I don't even. I'm gonna let both of you guys touch on this. I don't even think I'm speaking positive. I'm just saying it how I see it. Now, if I seen it a different way, I would call it that way. But I don't see nothing negative so far. I know what Stephanie White said in the media, but I also heard the other things she said in the media, like the video that came out yesterday when she was praising CC. Did you guys see that video?
Yeah,
she was talking about can't nobody do what she do. It's not normal the things she do. Did you see that video?
Yeah, she called her extraordinary.
Yeah, but you're not going to see nobody talk about that because it's not something good to say. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not, bro.
Like, eventually, I'll say this. Eventually, I think probably each one of us throughout the season, like, we will piss you off at some point with something we say, right?
Yeah,
so like, it's not a blanket positivity as Courtside was saying. It's kind of like, all right, am I going to get myself worked up over something that ultimately is fake? That's how I look at it in those terms. Of like, is this a fake thing to get upset about, or is this legit? And if it's legit, then I'd rather evaluate it in that sense.
Right. But if she come out and be on some BS, I'm going to call her out in the season. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But as of right now, I'm just trying to be fair, man. She only take Stephanie White name off the lady. Just the coach, Coach Jane Doe. That's her name. She had her star player 13 games of the season last year. You know what I'm saying? It haven't been like a lot of time to really get your offense all the way set. Now we're coming into a new season, 100% healthy CC, according to her. I think it's not going to be the same, bro. I see big things for this Fever this year, brother. I do. I really think this Fever has the pieces around CC to do what we all want her to do, run. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it looked like to me. And Raven is not here to take her spot neither. That's another thing that I hear. He's not here to take her spot. Salute to you, Peggy, for the super chat. Do any of you guys want to touch on that? Anything else on that?
No, I'm good with it. I saw somebody earlier when we started the live said that Raven is there to take Kelsey Mitchell's spot when she leaves next year. I don't know, because I think, because I want to go back to the Amber Cox thing. Thank you, Peggy, again. Amber Cox made it known in that interview yesterday that having a Leah Boston and Caitlin Clark long term is the mission, and they got Leah Boston out the way, and they could focus on Caitlin Clark. And you best believe Caitlin Clark is about to break the bank with them.
Yeah,
she is. Yeah. She's about to break the bank with them, and they're gonna make sure that she gets everything she deserves. They want to make sure this team is built around Caitlin Clark and Leah Boston for the future. That's their main goal. So that's why they're trying to get as much as out of the way now, so it doesn't come back to bite them later on down the line.
Right. Also, that's a huge reason like Kelsey got the Supermax this year, because if there was any year you were ever going to do that, it wasn't going to be next year. And she only signed a 1-year deal, so that's maximum flexibility. And any haircuts will come in the future. And the person that's going to get that next, and just look at their ages. Kelsey knows like who the future of this team is Caitlin. So like Caitlin's going to get that long-term deal, and then they're going to fit her in under that max number, probably like your 1.1 or whatever on a multi-year deal next time. And we should talk about Leah Boston re-signing the biggest contract in WNBA history. She, I believe, signed a 4-year extension. Yeah. This is like incredible. This is incredible news, like to know that she's locked in, because ultimately the the Clark Boston combo, like if you can keep them locked up for a decade together, that's like an automatic championship or two. Like, but at a certain point, like people are going to age out, and who's still going to be young? The Fever. Like, and it's going to be years of experience together, years of just top level play, years of chemistry coming together. Like they were already in between, the end of the first season into the second year, the most dangerous combo in the league. That pick and roll is devastating. People got to pick and choose and die off their choices guarding them. So like for Aaliyah to come back, I think it just, says a lot about who she is. And then you look at around the league, I really enjoyed the matchup between her and A'ja Wilson last year in the playoffs. She gave Brittany Griner a lot of work in the playoffs as well. And the better that she gets, it's almost like, when Shaq was coming up, it's like, okay, he's playing against Ewing 1 year, and all of a sudden he's just better than Ewing. And then, oh, yeah, he's playing up against Olajuwon this next time. Then he's just better than Olajuwon. And all of a sudden it's her. That's going to be the same thing for Leah Boston when she goes through like A'ja Wilson eventually. When she passes Breanna Stewart, like all that stuff is like on deck for her. And she's going to have the best passer to ever enter the sport serving it up for her. So, like, I'm happy to see AB.
I think that Boston deal was perfect, and I also think it was part of a bigger plan. Like, I could be wrong. I said all this season they was going to re-sign Kelsey, right? But I think they're going to re-sign Kelsey again next year too. That's why Kelsey took the max. I think Kelsey took the max this year. She's going to take a haircut next year when CeCe come. Boston's already going to be signed. You know what I'm saying? I could see Kelsey getting like $1 million next year or something like that. And CeCe's going to – I think all three of them are going to be here again next year. I could be wrong, but that's how I see it playing out, bro. I think they have Leah. I can't say Kelsey is the long term because she's older and she's been in the league like 7-8 years already or something like that. But I can see CeCe and Boston, like you just said, Rich, being here for a long period of time. But I can also see Kelsey here for at least another 2-3 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's just how I see it playing out.
And then you think about this. And with that deal that Aaliyah Boston did, that sets her up long term. And then you could figure out a way to bring Sophie back. You could figure out a way to bring Kelsey back. And then because you already got Lexi on a 2-year deal, Billings on a 2-year deal. So you don't really have to worry about any other free agents, just to get a little bit here and there, to continue to add to the team, long as you lock in the core that you need. So you don't have to, like I said, you don't have to worry about Lexi. You don't have to worry about Mo Billings because they're on a 2-year deal. So you still have flexibility. And then when Caitlin signs her deal, most likely it'll probably fall in the same line like Leah Boston did, stretch it out over years where you have more flexibility to like how Patrick
with the escalating cap.
The cap is going to go up every year. So you're going to have a lot of flexibility to do the things that you need to. It's almost like how when Patrick Mahomes, after he won the first Super Bowl or whatever the case would be, or the second one, they signed him to that 10-year deal or was worth for like $200 million, something like that. But it gave them flexibility to continue to keep some of the team intact. And that's what you want to do, is keep your team intact as long as you can.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Hey, 330 some people in here, like 36 likes. Can like 50 of y'all hit the like button real quick?
And I only got
50
two.
y'all.
I only got 2 on Livewire side. No,
Yeah, 50. 50. Hit 50 of y'all hit the like button for us real quick.
Need
you know
y'all
what
to
I'm
hit
saying?
that like.
What's another topic that's been in the news with the training camp? What's something else that you guys been hearing as far as training camp?
Not too much. I mean, just everybody was going on their media run, you know, from Kelly to Amber, Stephanie White. Shit, that's about it. You know, Leah Boston getting paid.
Everything looks good so far. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they didn't say nothing that I didn't see nothing that was out of line with Kaylin. I didn't see nothing that was out of line with Boston. Kelsey, they all look good, bro. Listen, man, I have high hopes for this team this season, bro. They look good to me. I know it's just the first day. I'm only going off the vibes that I get. You know what I mean? Now, I know somebody just brought up the Raven handshake. They said Raven Johnson don't dab CC is hot today. Clickbait. I don't see nothing. And let me give you the perfect example for this. Everybody know the history with Kaylin Clark and Angel Reese. The same thing happened in the U.S. when Kaylin didn't help Angel Reese up, or I forgot or didn't dap her up or something like that. The very next game they played good together. I don't think it's a big deal, man. Like I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me on that hopium, like I keep saying. I'm just hoping things turn out the way they are. I don't think it's a story, in my opinion. In my opinion, I forgot who said that, but in my opinion, it's not a story. You know what I mean? They said, let me get the super chats too. I don't think it's a story. But we touched on that when we first got on here, though. They said, Peggy, if the fans don't lay off CC, will stop doing interviews again, like not high five to Raven. Oh my God. Hey Peggy, I don't know if you've seen in one of the interviews she did today, when she was talking about the load management, she was like, it's not a story. I don't want this to be a story. I don't know if you guys caught that part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even CC, that shows me right there. She hear what's going on out there. Like, bro, it's not, you guys are making this because the guy tried to bait her into a question. He was like, no, don't make this a story. It's not a story. Did you guys hear that part?
Y'all heard I heard. I heard what he said.
Okay, cool. Hey, salute to you, Peggy, for the super chat.
I was gonna say this too. Like the reason Caitlin wasn't talking to the media last year because she was injured, and they don't require injured players to speak with the media. So we should hear much more of her this year. You know, should she remain healthy?
Right. Park. Keep the positive vibes coming. We need them. Yeah, I'm just trying to be positive. Hey, but Park. We will call it out, and we see some shifting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like having a credit line. You know what I'm saying? You don't never pay your stuff back. Why should we give you more credit to buy this car? Stephanie White credit has decreased dramatically. You know what I mean? It has down. You know what I'm saying? Her credit is what, a 200? Like, you know what I mean? Like she got a 180 credit score. You know what I'm saying? She can't come to Rich spot, get no car, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's over. I mean, Livewire, you know, no car, your credit done. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what it is. She got to build her credit back up with the fans, you know what I'm saying? And once the season starts, I think she'll have the option to do that, you know what I mean? But if she start the season and the fans see her put CC in the corner, oh my goodness, it's gonna be national news. It's gonna be
that's gonna be on CNN, Fox.
Yeah, TMZ. It's gonna be
headline news,
all that.
Newsweek.
Yeah, I just dropped a link in a private chat basically about like Sports Illustrated, and it's a whole column of going through the first day of training camp, what everybody kind of said, if you want to pull that one up.
Yeah, let me get to it. Let me get this off the screen first.
Yes, sir.
You say you want me to pull it up?
But I did get to see
a lot of good stuff in there.
Justine Passat, the clip that I seen from her, and they was running a set, and that girl, they better make sure she get on that roster, but that girl gonna be knocking down some threes.
Who is that?
She had Justine Passat, the second round pick. I like her. I wanted what Caitlin Clark and others said at the Indiana Fever training camp.
What Caitlin Clark and others said at Indiana Fever training camp. All right, so what part do you guys want to touch on?
Check that one right there.
Clark, this one right here?
Yeah, Clark talks about health and credits the front office.
And I ain't gonna like that.
And I heard her actually said it too. She said credit to the front office for, getting free agents and doing all this great stuff. And she said she would look at, and she said she's looking to be a mentor too to some of the saying helping out the young players in camp.
All right, so a lot of people is talking about the load management stuff right there, right? So it says Caitlin Clark talks health and credits front office. You know what I'm saying? I'm the person that doesn't want to sit out a single rep. I want to be in every single time. Being in every single time. I just love competing and love playing. None of that has changed, but I think just being a little smarter with my body and understand what it takes. Taking care of my body at this point in the season is probably the most important thing, she said. So Caitlin Clark is saying, man, like she wants to be in the game. What athlete don't want to be in the game? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But it's a long season, and it's just training camp. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think she's probably going to play that much in preseason. What you guys think?
I don't think so either. I already said she might even play one game in preseason.
She come out there for that first quarter, get it popping, hit a three, right. give them a little preview, and then
right. Another thing. This is not Courtside saying this. This is not Livewire or Rich saying this. This is Caitlin Clark saying this right here. Nobody get hung up on this. I don't want this to be a story. Did you guys hear that? Did you guys read that right there? This is Caitlin Clark saying this.
That is in English,
Yeah. This is Caitlin Clark saying this right here. Let me see. Can I make it bigger?
See, we might have. Should we translate it in Google Translate for Spanish? We could. We got a lot of people around the world.
Right. I'm gonna read it again for you guys that didn't hear me. Nobody get hung up on this. I don't want this to be a story. This is what she said. She said, I think it went great. You have to give our front office credit. It's very condensed timeline. She went on to express the gratitude for players like Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hull, and Sophie Cunningham, who decided to return and the players who joined the team in free agency. This is what Caitlin Clark is saying. Not me. But then you guys will get mad at me for reading what she said. Like, I'm just trying to be positive, man. You know what I mean? Like, what do you guys wanted me to say, man? Now, you guys will get mad at me for reading what she said. What do you guys think about what she said right there when she said it's a non-story?
I already seen it. I saw the video. I saw when she said it, you know what I'm saying? And I was like,
business as usual.
Business as usual, man.
Bro, so, you know what? You know what I'm gonna tell you guys? She's doing PR, brother. You know what I mean? She's doing PR. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had the clip pulled up when she was talking about Stephanie White, or when Stephanie White was talking about her about how.
Did you? I don't know if you had the clip when they was talking to her earlier today, and she was saying that talk about because Stephanie White is from Indiana and everything, and she's back with the Fever, and she already got one championship, and she said that she wanna make sure we get another championship for her and everything like that. So and I was like, I said, but that ain't about to go well.
Yeah, I think she's gonna resign with the Fever, brother. And I really believe this is gonna be a good season, man. I know it don't look like that now, based off people think we get all these bigs and stuff like that. But I think it's gonna be a good season, man. I really do. You know what I mean? Maybe that's just me being delusional, you know what I mean? But I really believe it's gonna be a good season. I believe all the ladies are gonna get along. They all seem happy to me, you know what I mean? So, it's somebody said people are entitled to their opinion, even if you perceive them to be negative. You're right. I agree. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, just like I have opinion. But the difference between me and other people, when I have an opinion, I'm the hater. When I read you what CC said, and I'm the hater. That's what she said. You know what I mean? Do you guys have the video of her or Stephanie White talking, or do you guys want to go in a different direction?
I don't have it with me. I mean, you have to go on X to get it. I mean, I can
let me get this. Let me get the super chat real quick.
I can get
UTP, it. UTP says, "I'm done with the negativity. All the CC haters and Raven haters can kick rocks. They're teammates with the same goal now. Naysayers can get the F out of here."
I agree with that, UTP.
I agree, man. I agree. I just want to see good basketball. I want to see good basketball, and I do want to see CC be CC. I don't want to see her playing some slow offense. That's not why I fell in love with her. That's not why I fell in love with her game. None of that. I want to see her play Caitlin style basketball, but at the same time, I want to see her win. I want to see her win. That I want to see her win, man. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Salute to you for the super chat, UTP. John says some people out there think playing yard ball or peaking is in high school basketball game. Basketball makes them subject matters experts. Let's see a game first. Hey, I've been saying that over and over. Rich has been saying it. Livewire has been saying it. Let's see the girls get on the court, and then we'll judge them from that point. Or even Stephanie White, and judge her too. Because I might be bombing on Stephanie White come up, but right now I can't, bro. It's just too early.
It's super early, and I understand the value of having opinions and going on the record early in real time, but it's so early. You got to see them, in the lineup at least. Like, can we get 3 or 4 games at least?
Yeah, I agree. Salute to John for the super chat. Peter, I would counter CC's comment. Every team had the same condensed timeline in free agency, and that didn't hinder Washington, Atlanta, Chicago, Vegas, etc. Fever struck out 10 times and left 20 runners on base, in my opinion.
But she didn't talk about but she didn't say anything about other teams. She just talked about the Fever specifically.
Yeah,
that's
how they strike out?
That's like the Vegas Aces going in their press conference and talking about the Fever and all the other teams. That don't even make sense.
I would say the only strikeout would be not reaching out to Kennedy Carter or having a story emerge that you got told no by Kennedy Carter. Everything else, they had their goals. Go get Mo Billings or any power forward, worth a damn. And I think a lot of us were high on Mo Billings based on the Team USA thing. You had to bring back Lexi or Sophie. They brought them both back. You had to get Kelsey Mitchell back in the fold, brought her back. You're also bringing back Caitlin Clark. I don't see the Ryan Howard striking out, right here going on. But I would say, if you want to say there's a strikeout, maybe perhaps they could have went more aggressively for another big. But I think it's what Courtside is saying. Like, it's not necessarily about having big people just everywhere. It's about having fast people. It's about having versatile people that's going to run this offense. And I remember the 2010 men's FIBA team, and this forever changed kind of how I looked at team construction when they only went over with 3 bigs. And I think it happened again with Team USA where they would cut it down to 4 bigs and then 6 guards. That's the way. Like, you got to have big people that can play, because if they're on the court just basically just messing up spacing, they are so much less valuable. So you need more guards, and you need people that can stretch the floor, especially around Caitlin Clark, because everybody got to be ready to dribble, pass, shoot, because she can set them up and get it for herself. So
you know what I think it is, man. Retro just said something similar. The problem is this, bro. It ain't really a problem. The problem is it's been a long time, bro. We need that CC fix, bro, including me. It's been a long time since we seen her play, man. She was injured last season. We all thought she was coming back. We was having hope she'd come back. I believe the moment she get back on the floor and start balling out, I believe a lot of this goes away, man. A lot of this goes away.
Look, people didn't want Natasha Howard back. She's not back, even though she was a positive player and a +9. For her age, she's still a productive player, and she'll probably be productive for Minnesota. Who else?
But I'm kind of back. I am kind of glad she gone, bro. I ain't got enough WD-40 in my garage for her. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to find the strikeouts. I'm seeing my man in there just saying, "Stop the cap, bring back the same team." I don't see Odyssey Sims back. Who she signed with, the Wings?
Yeah, Dallas. I think she signed with it, and I wanted her. But listen, even though, and you guys know this, I was saying bring her back over and over again, right? Since she's not back and they got the lineup, you ain't heard me mention her no more. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's who I wanted. But she not here. It's no sense of me just keep trying to beat it up when she ain't coming. I wanted Kennedy Carter. I've been saying that since last season, bro. Everybody know that. You know what I'm saying? I still wish we'd have got Kennedy Carter. You know what I mean? But she's over there with the Aces now. I mean, I think we got a good lineup. I'm gonna keep saying it over and over and over again, bro. I believe we have a good team. based off what CC need around her. We have the core back, which was important.
Oh, yeah, Myesha Himes-Allen. They brought her up.
Yeah, I said we needed dogs. Important. That's what she is. Important. We got a squad. Hey, chat, we have a squad. Alejandro, Courtside Hopium is contagious. I hope CC22 shows out this year, but I don't think that's positive. I don't think that position coach would ever allow it. I think the narrative is that, okay. The narrative is that Stephanie White is here to sabotage Caitlin. I don't believe that part, but I do believe Stephanie White is stubborn in the way she want to do things. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. Now. That's how I see it. Do I think she's
that's a tough lady? That's a tough lady with a strong will, but also they like when she cried in front of that team and they embraced her last year. That should have told you everything you need to know about how the team feels about Stephanie White.
I straight clowned the last year on that because there was around that time the Emmys or the Emmys Award or something. And I took a clip from it. And I played it in my video, and the Academy Award goes to. And
ain't nobody above some jokes.
Yeah, like, I had to get her, bro. I had to get on that.
Look, ain't nobody above some jokes. But the thing is, like, that team could have been like, "Oh, you're crying," and not been with her, but they was with her even more, and they took it all the way. So like, they believed in her. So like, it's gonna be. Look, Courtside has said it many a time. She gonna be here. Lock in.
Yeah, I don't see it unless something drastically changed. I believe not Kelsey, Boston, CC, and Stephanie. I believe they're gonna be here for years to come.
Like the only thing that changed is if they get beat in like the first round of the playoffs or something. Yeah. That's the only thing I think that could get her out of here.
I don't even think it's going to be that long, brother. I think it's going to be within the first 5 to 10 games. I can see Stephanie getting an extension. Somebody said in the comment section about the tickets not being sold out. Let's talk about that. Do you think that the stuff that's going around about the people dislike for Stephanie White or dislike for Caitlin Clark being put in the corner as small forward, do you think this is the reason that the arenas is not sold out? Because I think last season they sold out within like an hour or something, right?
I mean, it's what it is, man. It's still early.
Look, it's a lot of things not selling in the world right now. People is broke.
I think to me, the biggest thing that probably is causing this is the delay in that CBA deal. I think that CBA deal had a lot to do with the delay of a lot of stuff moving along accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Look how long it took to get done. Look how long they had to rush to do a lot of stuff. And then they had to put out stuff like that for the city and for the all of these arenas and stuff like that. Because most of that stuff was on pause. They couldn't really do anything. They had to wait till they schedule it and get it close to the CBA close to be done. So I think the CBA to me had played a bigger part of why tickets might not be moving as quickly as it is in past.
Hey, but didn't I see a couple weeks ago they said that other arenas was already moving their arena to bigger arenas? Didn't I see that?
Well, yeah, they've been moving them, you know what I'm saying? But in the beginning, because of with the CBA or what the situation with the CBA, nobody couldn't really do anything because you have some of these arenas that have concerts and hockey teams playing in there. So
season tickets, like people wasn't trying to lay stuff down. Like they're probably like, as far as like when they go to all their season holders for the year, it's probably a way earlier date. And the fact they probably weren't operating on the league calendar probably set that back.
Yeah, exactly. It don't have nothing to do with Raven Johnson. It ain't got nothing to do with Caitlin Clark. It ain't got nothing to do with the organization. If the CBA had got done the way it's supposed to have, none of this stuff would have been an issue. Everything would have been done and over.
Hey, Ali Al. I agree. Ali Al says, Courtside, don't worry, man. One logo 3 on Saturday, and they'll run out and buy tickets. I agree, man. Hey, I'm telling you, it's just the fix, bro. They got to see the fix, man. They gotta see the fix, bro. Yeah. And I'm with you, bro. I can't wait to see everybody gonna be at the edge of their seat when she let it rain, bro. And then I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna be looking at. They're gonna be looking at the three, and immediate when it leave her hands, the whole attention is gonna go look at Stephanie White and her reaction to when she shot it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like a hey, I'm trying to tell you, man. Hey, Ali Al, you ain't lied, bro. Shout out to Steve. He said, Steph, Amber, Kelly, Raven, and yes, bring in Kennedy Carter. Win. Hey, let's say I wanted her, bro. Everybody know that. I made it plain, but she not coming, so ain't no reason for us to.
Hey, can you pull a John comment real quick?
John.
Yeah, he had me laughing.
People complaining.
Yeah, he said people complain about ticket prices, yet want the players pay. How do you think they pay for it?
With the television deals.
Oh my gosh.
It says every team that wins a title usually has an actual MVP player. The Fever don't have that currently. We have to hope CC actually reaches that level, or we'll be just a playoff contender.
She was already at that level when she was healthy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said that the
I don't know about that one.
Someone said that the I forgot the word they used. They said that it's basically wore off. Do you think that's what it is? It's wearing off. The CC effect is wearing off.
If this is my thing.
I'm gonna need more proof.
If you want it to wear off, it'll wear off in your mind and the way you're thinking about the situation. But in actual economical fashion, no. Because they still pumping money in the state of Indiana.
Yeah, and they're moving all them games for a reason. Yeah. Like they're anticipating it.
You know, because you don't see nothing moving to your left, that don't mean there's nothing moving to your right.
Hey, I gotta ask you guys this. I know Rich, you was on.
What's up, Shep? I ain't see you in a while, Shep. What's up, Shep?
I know you were short on time, but I gotta ask you this.
Yeah.
What do you see? What are your expectations for this year? I know it's early. We haven't seen them play. I'm just saying, just based off what we know and what we've seen, what are your realistic expectations for this season?
So I don't feel like the Fever has the best roster in the league. However, that doesn't mean that I don't think they can compete. I think they can play with anybody. It feels like the Aces and the Liberty have just like found some secret money somewhere to that Satu Sabali to the Liberty, and then Nigel Hamilton re-signed for $400K is like, all right, man, what type of Steve Ballmer activity y'all got going on over here? I think those are the two best top to bottom rosters in the league, but either of them can be had. Like anybody can be beat. And I like the Fever's odds against, because like you're not going to have to play both of those teams. Like chances are, like you may have to see them in rounds 2 and 3, or if you have a really good season, maybe you only see one of them. I think for me, the biggest thing to kind of look out for is protecting that home court, making sure Indiana is just like this no-fly zone for people to come in there and make it the hardest building in the league, make it the loudest building in the league, make people uncomfortable to come there. Like I want a little bit of that year one, energy. The opening night last year, like we want them beaten so bad they start making up narratives. That's what I really want.
For me, I'm gonna touch on something Rich said. To me, bench play. How good is the Fever bench is going to be this year? I know how the starting lineup going to be, how good the starting lineup going to be, but I want to see the bench. I want to see what the bench look like, because even though New York and the Aces are front heavy, they bench ain't strong because they haven't filled out that bench spot yet. Yeah, you got a couple of names with Kennedy Carter here. Same thing with New York. New York don't have the same bench that they had last year. So they signed so many people because they hoping half of them work out. You know what I'm saying? So they could fill that bench. The bench depth is going to be the biggest issue for a lot of these teams. And if Indiana Fever figure that out and these players come into training camp and play well and go through preseason and start kicking off the season well, and that bench start being productive, because you think about the last 2 years, the Fever bench wasn't that strong. And that's probably was one of their weakest things. I think they have fixed that in a sense, but I want to see how it mesh once the season kick off.
Ed says, E-Dog, the confusing thing to me is if we're playing Steph ball, slow ball, D, and control, you need bigs. They have no bigs, and tripling down, small run and gun. I like the small run and gun. I said that earlier. I think they're going to be running, man. I think that's why they got a lot of guards, man. That they're gonna, and I don't think all them guards gonna be on the team. First of all,
they're gonna carry about 5 guards.
Yeah, I believe they're gonna be a running gun offense. And CC, hey, Chad, listen to what I'm trying to tell you guys. See, the ball will be in CC hands 70-80% of the time, but sometimes she will be off ball as a part of the 3-guard lineup, as Livewire was explaining earlier. You know what I mean?
You better get some Excedrin, because boy, once you get off ball,
it's gonna be issues.
It's gonna be a damn F5 around here.
Julie said Liberty just signed someone else from the Euroball. I don't know who that.
Hold Julie's thing up, because I want to ask her something real quick. Julie, I see you had that Julie C and NY, so I figure you probably from New York. I think what the Liberty is doing, they're trying to bring as much European players in to stash them, because they know that them big contracts is going to alleviate out in the next 2 years. So they want to see who's going to make the roster. I think it's smart on their part, but I think it's going to hurt them in the long run down the end.
Salute to who is this?
I do think the Fever need to make their international scouting kind of more like, I think the media needs to ask about that and get them on the record, like, and say, hey, what are we doing to ensure that we are not ignoring this part of the world?
Yeah.
Mark, he says, how don't you guys know this New York EG has a bunch of European all-stars on rookie deals finally coming over? That's how.
Because they already it's on their roster. If you go back and look at the New York's roster, they already have reserve players that's already European, and they already been bringing some over. Now, some of them for training camp purposes. Now, that doesn't mean they are signed to the team, but I'm saying that New York brings them over to see how well they play, and they stash them, and they stash them on their roster. You look at their roster after this all season, they had a bunch of players on that that were stashed away. A lot of teams do it. Minnesota does it. Minnesota Lynx does it.
The Mercury did that. Yeah, they got a bunch of internationals.
Let me get this other super chat. How do you feel about them? I know the big story was a couple of days ago. Them signing what's the name? How you pronounce her name? Passat, or how you pronounce her name?
Justine Passat.
Yeah, that was a big story too. Let me get this. Pete. Oh damn! I clicked the wrong button. This money was supposed to Steph White country extend. Oh my goodness, bro. Hey, if it came out right now, she got a contract extension, bro. I'd turn off YouTube and the internet for the whole day, bro. I wouldn't watch no. It's gonna be Twitter gonna be going crazy, bro.
I would do a video dedicated to the Courtside. He told you so.
I told it's gonna happen, bro. And I'm not saying I want it to happen. I want CC to have the best career, reach her full potential, whether that's with Stephanie White or somebody else. I think she has the capability to be the GOAT or be one of the greatest of all time. I think you have to have the right coach. And if Stephanie White's not the right coach, but I have to give her at least a year, bro. She only had 13 games with her. You know what I mean? That's just what it is, bro. I know you guys don't like to hear that. You guys call me a Stephanie White glazer. Somebody called me apologist a few minutes ago. I just gotta see. I gotta see the full what this could be. And again, like I keep saying, Caitlin is damn near endorsing her. So if you're, hey, bro, how many times did LeBron James get coaches fired, bro? The coach he wanted, right? The coach he wanted, right? Magic, remember what he wanted. So if your superstar is wanting this coach, who am I to go against it? Like, I don't understand it, brother. You know
I want to say something real quick. For the last 3 years, the New York Liberty has had a good team, and only got one title out of it. I know everybody's like, "Oh, New York got a good team because they got Satu Sawa." You know, she's very injury prone. You know what I'm saying? And any fast team could hurt the Liberty. Any team that's fast could hurt the Liberty quickly. We saw that last year with them. You know what I'm saying? Even though they had a little bit injuries here and there, but at the same time, same thing with the Aces. The Aces hasn't changed that much except for their bench because they new acquisition with Kennedy Carter. But the thing about it is that these teams gotta play. Just like the Fever gotta go out and play. They all gotta play. I mean, you could look good on paper. Let's go back. New England Patriots 18-0 in the regular season, look good on paper. They thought it was gonna go 19-0. All it took was a team with a defense that slowed them down.
The Giants.
So therefore, you may look good, but you might not feel good in the end.
Same thing happened with the Detroit, with the Lakers when they went and got Gary Payton and Karl Malone, and they had Kobe.
Oh, don't remind me. Don't remind me of that season.
And they lost. Hey, Stephanie White wants speed, not only to run, but to play lockdown defense. I like what they're trying to do. I do too. And another thing too, I still believe this, and I could be crazy, delusional, whatever. I still believe that the Indiana Fever got the best core. I'm talking about all together, core together in the league. Like, I ain't talking about individual players better than Asia Wilson or what. I'm talking about the core together. I believe they got the best. I believe they got the best roster construction to me, based off what they're trying to do, and that's run. I know other teams got bigger names. I understand that they got bigger names all together.
Let me get to Angela real quick because she was saying that Satu made the
She did play good in the playoffs.
I mean, she played good in the playoffs. I'm not saying she's not a good player. What I'm saying is that it don't matter what your roster look like. I don't care about Satu, Sab, Stewie, and all of them. The Fever they could play just along with them. The thing about it is people like y'all looking at how these rosters are top heavy and say, oh, they could win. I said that the first year with the way Minnesota had played, and look what happened to them. Minnesota, all of these teams, the Aces, Minnesota, New York, and all of them, and the Fever hang with them last year with a broken team. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, because your roster looks good, like I said before, it might not feel good in the end.
Hey, anything else you guys want to touch on? I know Rich said you have to leave early.
No, I'm good. I'm hungry.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go.
Good little hour.
Yeah, I'll stay on like I always do and chat with you guys.
I'll check in with you a little bit. But
thank you, Courtside.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, Mr. Courtside.
Yeah, anybody that want to pull up, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. You know how we always do. Just to say junkie skipping comments, man. You know how I do, man. I gotta scroll through them, man. I can't get all of them. It's too many. You know what I'm saying? Angela says she was responding to someone in the chat. I'm not saying the Fever can't contend with New York.